Hello and welcome guys to our YouTube channel Success Path Academy. Today I will teach you mathematics. First of all, I want to give you my introduction. My name is Ankur and I am here for you to help you and to guide you through your success path. Let's start our class. First of all, I want to say you that what is mathematics? We will all learn about mathematics, and we will first of all we should have to know about what is mathematics is. So mathematics is a branch of science. You can say that the science of numbers, or you can say that which we can use to in our daily life. You can see the use of mathematics is very broad. So I will also teach you in English and Hindi. So there will be the language will be in the mix of. So you can understand either in English. I will also explain in Hindi, not only one times, but also which you want multiple times. So let's start our mathematics class. First of all, as you know that mathematics is a science of numbers, and also you can say that anything which we can count or measure, or you can say that first of all start with mathematics. The science of numbers. Simply you can say in one sentence that the science of numbers, quantities. Or you can say that the science of number, quantities or shapes. In mathematics, we will learn about, mainly we will learn about these things. As you all know that the science of numbers, quantities and shapes. Or you can say that here, quantities and shape. So we will start this class. This class is mainly about number system. So as we all know that what is a number. If you don't know, I will tell you that number is what is a number. Let's start with I will first try to teach you the basics of mathematics, and you all know that without basics of mathematics you cannot go forward. So I will try to teach you the basics of mathematics, and I will start from number system. So number system, what is a number? As we all know that number is which we can count anything, measure, or you can say that number is a symbol. Number is a tool of mathematics. For example, if we represent 1, 2, what this shows? This shows a symbol. This is a symbol and this is a tool of mathematics. Anything which we can say that, anything which we can count, represent it, the quantity which we can represent is called a number. Now the whole number system, we are going to study about the whole number system. So first of all, we should know about what is number. So number is, you can say that number is the thing which we can count. It is a symbol. You can say that it is a mathematical tool. So I can understand if you know what is a number. You have understood that what is a number. So our next topic is number system. So we will learn about the whole number system. So there is a structure about number system. There are many numbers. As you can say that there are real numbers, there are imaginary numbers, there are complex number, etc. So first of all, I will try to teach and try to show you the structural form of number. So I have drawn the structure of number system. you can see that number system is divided into two parts. First is real number and second is complex number. So, and real number is divided into two parts, rational and irrational number. Now, the rational number is again divided. You can say that under rational number, you can say that there are integers, there are whole numbers, there are natural numbers, and there are also, you can say that there are fractions. And you can see that in natural numbers, there are even number, odd number, prime number, and composite number. So first of all, I will start about real number. Real number is a continuous quantity. You can say that it is a continuous quantity in which you can represent an absolute value on a number line. For example, you can say that as you are known or not known about what is a number line. A real number is a continuous quantity which we can use to represent in a number line. And now what is a complex number? A complex number is a combination of real and imaginary number. So you don't know about complex number and imaginary number, you will learn later in your higher classes. The mainly focus about this number system basic is to know about the real numbers and its definition and for example. With example, now real number is a continuous quantity which we can represent along a number line. You can say that under real number there are rational number and irrational number. Rational number is a number which we can use. You can say that rational number is a number which we can represent in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers. And q is not equal to 0. You can clearly see that a rational number can be represented in the form of p by q. Now, our next example of real number is under this is an irrational number. Now, what is an irrational number? First of all, I want to say that an irrational number is a number which we cannot express in the form of p by q. You can say the rational number is in the form of p by q and irrational number which cannot be represented in the form of p by q. But the other definition of irrational number is the non-terminating and non-repeating decimal expansion of any number. You can say that it is an irrational number. Now you can say that, for example, I am giving you the example that root 2, root 3, root under 5. These are the numbers that you can say that these are irrational numbers, because you can see that the value of root 2 is equal to the value of root 2. I am writing here. The value of root 2 is 1.414 and so on. And the value of root 3 is equal to 1.732 and so on. As you can clearly see here that the value of irrational number, that is root 2, is non-terminating and non-repeating. From this you can clearly see that the decimal expansion of irrational number is non-terminating and non-repeating. If there is, and same if you get the reverse of this definition that I have given you, if any number has a decimal expansion of non-terminating and repeating, it is a rational number. For example, I am giving you the example. If you have learned or not, I don't know, but I am giving you the example of this. If a number is x is equal to 1.3 and it's recurring you can say that 1.3 is equal to 1.333 and so on. Infinite times there are 3. So if you want to express it in the form of p by q, you can say that 10x is equal to 13.3 recurring. And if you subtract this equation, 2 minus 1, you will get what? You will get 9x is equal to 12. You can clearly see that x is equal to 12 by 9 is equal to 4 by 3. You can clearly see that it can be represented in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q here is not equal to 0. From this example, you have understood. I can imagine that you can understand about rational and irrational number. Now, under rational number, there are fractions, integers, whole numbers, and natural numbers. Now, what is a integers? You can say that first of all, we know that natural number, counting numbers are called natural numbers. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. so on, which can be counted. So, our next is whole number. All natural number together with 0. You can say that all natural number plus 0 are under whole numbers. Now integers. You can say that all whole numbers together with negative of natural numbers. You can say that all whole numbers together with negative of natural numbers are integers. Now you can say that what is a fraction? Fraction simply is in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. For example, I am giving you all the example. For example, 3 by 5 is a fraction. Now integers -1, -2, 0, 1 are example of integers. Now whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now under this natural number, what is an even number? Simply even number is a number which is divisible by 2. A number which is divisible by 2 are called even number. For example, 2, 3, 4, 6, etc. What is odd number? The number which is not divisible by 2 are called odd numbers. For example, 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. and so on. Our next number is what is a prime number. I am giving you the definition that prime number is a number that is divisible by 1 and itself. For example, you can say that 2, 3, 5, 7, etc. Now in this case, prime number, you can say that 2. 2 is the only even prime number. So I am representing it because it is the only prime number that is even. Only even prime. Now our next number is composite number. You can say that a number which has more than 2 factors is called composite number. For example, if you see that 15, 25, 30 and so on, here you can clearly see that the number 15 has more than 2 factors. You can split it into 3 into 5, or you can say that there are 3 factors of 15. 15 itself is a factor of 15. 1 is also a factor of 15. You can clearly see that the 15 is a composite number because it has more than 2 factors. And so on, the example is 25 and 30. Now I am giving you the example of complex number. I've told you that complex number is a number combination of real number and imaginary number. And what is you can say that complex number is in the form of a plus ib, where a and b are real number and I is an imaginary number. You can clearly see that a complex number is a combination of real number and imaginary number, where a and b are real and I is, you know that I is equal to iota. The value of I is equal to root under -1. You can say that complex number is a combination of real number and imaginary number. Now what is imaginary number? Under this complex number, it is imaginary number. Simply you can say that it is also a part of complex number, but here the imaginary number is in absolute form. For example, I am giving the example that -2i. it is a pure imaginary number. It is also a complex number because it is under complex number, but it is a pure imaginary number. And you can say the definition of imaginary number is the square root of, you can say that the square root of minus I, or you can say that the square root of I is equal to minus 1. Whenever you square, for example, root under minus 2, for example, root under minus 2, when you square it, it will always give you negative number. But in real number, if you square any number, for example, minus 2, it will be positive. The difference between this, you can clearly see the difference between real number and imaginary number. The main difference is whenever you square the real number, it will always give you positive. But in the case of imaginary number, when you square it, you will always get negative number. That is the main difference between real and imaginary number. Now we will go forward about this, and we will also learn about many things, basics of mathematics, and how to know about other things in your chapter and syllabus. So we will going to look forward. Thank you.
Holy Grail.